Hey guys, if you're looking for a super fast Camaro, this black beauty's the one. This 1973 Camaro LT, and I say the LT because everything is completely stock. They didn't change the original emblems on the front. The steering wheel emblem's still there. The side LT emblem's still there. It's so unique these days, Dalton, to not make a clone, a Z28 clone out of this car.
Oh, exactly. But believe me, they did add the Z28 power and then some.
This thing hauls ass.
Yes, it does. And it looks like it does. I mean, they put the cowl hood on it. We went ahead and bought these brand new wheels. They look fantastic. And it's black. Black's a great color. But the real bread and butter of this Camaro is right under here.
The suspense is killing me. Yeah, this thing looks sweet. Look at the paint on the bottom of this hood, Dalton.
Yeah, it's
I
nice.
mean, it's done very, very professionally, guys. MSD electronic ignition, power steering, power disc brakes. The inner fenders are gorgeous. The motor's painted beautifully. This thing is built to run.
Fuel injected too.
It is? No, I don't think so. No, it's not fuel injected. Starts like it probably though. That's the MSD in it. Man, this thing does not miss a beat. Those headers sound awesome.
Well, it's cammed up, and I mean, the thing really goes.
I haven't drove it yet, guys, so I'm super excited to drive this one. As far as it's got the dual electric fans, brand new radiator. I mean, this car has had a ton of money spent on it. I think the previous owner of this one was a mechanic, Dalton, that's what Mark said. So the previous owner was a mechanic who just built this car right.
Yeah, and I mean, as a mechanic, you're obviously more worried about going fast than you are having Z28.
Exactly. So, like I said earlier, under the hood is gorgeous, but they left the Type LT here. They left the original Camaro emblem. I mean, every part of this car was just like it was back in 1973 as a Type LT car. This thing's got a nice cam in it too.
Yeah, it does.
It's got a good low. As far as our gap goes, we have a nice even gap, nice wide gap from front to back. Lines up great across the top of the fender. Same thing on the passenger side. I'm going to start by saying one of the worst flaws on the whole car. It's got a scratch and a touch-up right here in the very top of the fender. But as far as our gap goes, it's in excellent shape. Lines up beautifully there as well. The grille is original, good shape. Front balance all looks nice. They did go ahead and put the cowl induction hood on it. And I was just torn. I didn't know if we should put white stripes on it, silver stripes, or no stripes. So I just went ahead, guys, and left this thing as it's just a black on black car. I did put the brand new torque thrust wheels on it to make this pop, but I left no stripes so you guys can do whatever you want.
Exactly. Next owner, you want a RS clone, throw the split bumper on it, throw the stripes on it, and
but to me, it was just badass just the way it was. All right, so now we're gonna go talk about the paint job, guys. The paint job from right here, as the sun hits it, the body is super straight. It's a black car and it is straight. There is a few flaws. You can take this to any local car show and be super proud of it. It's not a #1 car, but it is an absolutely gorgeous cruise night car that has excellent floors, frame rails, and trunk. The trunk is perfect. Go ahead and go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. Check out the floors. Everything under there is awesome. You won't be disappointed with the undercarriage of this car. You got the disc brakes in here. We have a few rock chips. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Just a few little imperfections, but you can still be super proud of it. It's got some rock chips on the bottom there. It's got the Camaro 350 emblems. Perfect door gap in the front.
yeah, that thing sounds mean. I love it.
There's a little paint imperfection on the very, very bottom of the door. It looks to me like just a tiny little paint run right there. Other than that, over the wheel well is perfect. Behind the rear wheel is excellent. I never leave mud flaps on a car, but this one I didn't want to beat the whole back of the quarter panel. They were on it. They're decent looking plastic ones, so I left it. Do you want to give it a little gas?
Yeah.
If you look up and down the sides of the car, car could definitely get you in trouble. Got the rear spoiler, the paint on the back of it's excellent. There again, type LT. This guy's not embarrassed to have an LT instead of a Z28. He's got the original emblems everywhere, which I have total respect for. The back bumper, it just got a light coat of dust on it just from sitting here, guys, sorry. Back bumper is in excellent shape. The gel light lenses are nice. Our trunk lid fits excellent.
I think he left the LT emblems on so we can try to catfish somebody. And line up next to him, thinking
He should have made the exhaust a little quieter if he was going to try to capture somebody.
That's true.
But it's very possible. All right, so it's enough about the body on this side. The roof's excellent too. There's no issues there whatsoever. Beautiful car. Open up the door jambs. The paint in the door jambs is good. Another thing I like, Dalton, is the LT. They had all this wood grain in it. So the door panels are 100% original and excellent condition for original, guys. They're not, the plastic is not all beat up. It's in good shape. The roof rail rubber is all nice and soft. It's got excellent seats in it. The cord on the passenger side here is excellent. The little dome lights work on the back of the console. The dome light works on the roof. The headliner is excellent. There's no tears, there's no rips that I can see, there's no wrinkles in it. It appears to be the original. The hard plastic and the back valance, they're perfect. The back door panels are excellent. We've got the correct GM seat belts here. Back seats, great. There's your other roof rail. All that stuff, guys, is just fantastic. Really nice car. It's got Pioneer 6x9s with a rear defroster in the back. As we get up in here, they did a nice job jamming it. It's a hot day today, and this thing runs very, very cool with those dual electric fans. It's just running about 140 right now. Oil pressure is running right at 55 pounds, which is fantastic. And we're running at 1,000 RPM. It's got the big sport tack in there. It does have the factory tack and gauges with the car, but the factory tack with the MSD stuff is not hooked up. So once you do that all electronic ignition, the factory tack isn't going to work properly. Gas gauge works on it, and looks like the clock is not working. There's your factory defrost. With the sound of the car, I can't hear that. Still can't hear with the exhaust, not sure if the rear defrost works or not. This thing starts nice. The horn works, the original steering wheel is mint. Car shows 20,731. Judging by it, I know it's not 220, so it must be 120, but it's fantastic condition. We open up the glove box. That's perfect. Same thing with the console. It's in excellent shape as well. Guys, this is a super nice car.
Yeah, it is.
I'm impressed with it. I really am. I mean, I know I do all these videos for you guys, but literally, me and Dalton get sold on these cars once we get them completely cleaned up and things working and get to drive them. We sell ourselves.
Exactly, because we see them right when we get them in and they're not like this. So our impression remains the way they were until we get to do these videos. You're seeing our real deal excitement.
All right, so rear quarter panel. We have a tiny, tiny little ding here. Very, very, very small. I can't even feel it. You can just kind of see it in the light. Other than that, the rear quarter's in good shape. Tires are 295 50s in the back. They're 15s. Over the wheel well is excellent. Little paint chip here. Again, like I said, the paint's not mint, but it's nice. Little paint chip here, it's been touched up. Couple little things along the side here. But our gap is, again, really nice gap.
The paint, you can shave in it.
Yeah, you definitely could. And we didn't buff it or nothing either.
No.
You can see this here, and it probably would come out with a wet sand. You gotta get in the right light, but there's a little tiny, and we're just being picky, but we want to point out, there was a little tiny run right here, it looks like, and they kind of wet sanded it or buffed it out. It could be just a little bit better. You can't really feel it though, so it should be, yeah, you can just see just a little bit there. But the car is super, super straight. Man, this concrete's getting hot, dog. As far as our gap goes in the front, it's in great shape. The front edge of the door also has a big paint chip right here. Gotta get way down there to see it. Doors open and close good, and they don't, hinges don't drop at all. With these heavy doors, it's kind of a miracle. Driver's side door panel is just as nice as the passenger. Even here where your foot gets in and out all the time, it's not scratched up or marred up at all. Fantastic shape.
Alright, just sit here and get some air flowing.
Alright, let's do it. Driver's side seat when you come in and out, there is nothing on the cord, but there's just something, just you can't even see it from right here. But if you split it apart, there's a little crack right here in that seat. I'm guessing he got in there with something sharp. Let's get the air flowing.
Yeah. She sounds mean. Aaron was saying inside, when I pulled it out here, she said it was shaking the building.
Tilt wheel too, guys. I didn't mention that.
It's got the type LTL wheel, which is pretty cool.
This thing's. The only thing is the brake light's on. Not quite sure what it is. Usually that's the parking brake is not all the way up, but it is. So I don't know if something with when they added the disc brakes or something, but the brake light is on. Man, sweat. We're now 92 degrees today.
I know, it's ridiculous and humid. Woo! Wow! Wasn't that ridiculous?
Oh my god. You're kidding. Holy smokes.
Kind of screamed like a little girl. That was fun. Man, I told you this thing was nasty.
I didn't know that. I drove it when it first came in, I thought, but I must not have, or I would have remembered that. Now this thing is awesome.
Yeah, you hit it and you're just sideways.
You're hitting it sideways. I thought I better get her back under control of the fucking trailer.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
This is fun.
Isn't it fun? I know.
And the cool thing, guys, is this car is built for this. This isn't a. This car is mechanically is built to go fast.
Yeah.
I have a whole different attitude about this car.
And it's so smooth too.
Oh my god.
Transmission shifts so smooth.
Look at this thing.
Oh my. And this one,
shift light works.
Yep.
Put into neutral.
And this one, you can't feel bad about. You don't feel bad about driving it like this because that's what it was built for.
Like I said, the previous owner of this car was a mechanic. He built this car so he could do this.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
So now we were out beating on that purple Camaro we videoed the other day. Then you could put in the comments or something that we were beating on it.
Which one is that?
The nice purple Camaro we videoed today.
Oh, I didn't do that.
No, I know what I'm saying. I'm saying this car is fun. A lot of
This one's
fun.
made for it. But as far as going down the road, 70 mile an hour, no hands on the wheel, perfectly straight. It is awesome.
I know, I told you. I told you.
If you guys fly in and you drive this car, you will buy the car.
Yep.
I mean, you will love the car.
100%. CoyoteClassics.com. Check it out. Buy it. CoyoteClassics.com.